Today, we'll be talking about a man that bought the papacy, and our story begins in 1492 during the election for the new pope. His name was Rodrigo Borgia, and he bought the papacy by giving all the cardinals meals of gold and bribed them to become Pope Alexander VI.
This man and his family at that time had so much money they could give the cardinals mules covered in gold. That really puts into perspective how he bought the seat of the papacy.
What is really interesting is this family was not Italian, they were Spanish. If you look back at history, most of the popes at that time were Italian.
And one of the most scandalous parts of Pope Alexander VI's reign was his children were supposed to become a cardinal, but his son ended up quitting. He was supposed to be the youngest cardinal at that time at 18 years old. He ended up quitting and became a military leader.
At that time, he was the first person to quit the position in the Catholic Church to become a general. After this, he used his position to fight and claim a lot of land for the Catholic Church, arguably not for the church but for himself. Pope Alexander VI was trying to build an empire where the papacy would be passed down to his son for generations to come.
Cesare at that time used to use centrella, which was poison, to kill the rich cardinals and steal their wealth.
On the fall of 1503, Pope Alexander VI and his son attended a dinner where they planned to poison their victims and take over their land, but he unexpectedly died from a poison.
He didn't actually die by drinking his own poison. Now it's suspected that he died from malaria. He fell down and he was in agony. His corpse started to turn black and it started to bloat and swell.
Some people say Satan came to claim his body to hell. He died and God put an end to the corruption and an error in the Catholic Church where the papacy, even up to the papacy, was corrupt. Even now, there are corruptions happening in the Catholic Church, but not up to the papacy. So it signals the end of an era.
And now, after that, when Pope Pius III was elected, he had completely betrayed Cesare. He had taken Cesare and locked him up. He stripped him of all riches and gold which he had stolen, and he took every single man from the army Cesare once held. After Cesare was locked up, he eventually escaped to Spain. After he had escaped to Spain, he died as a normal soldier in the ditch.
Bad popes does not mean that the papacy is not godly. But bad popes over the years proves the papacy even more, because throughout all of these bad popes like Pope Alexander VI, the Catholic Church did not end its apostolic succession, but it continues. Even through all of these scandals, it continues up to Pope Leo XIV, which is our current pope. Even through all of the scandals of Pope Alexander VI and the Borgia's name, the Borgia actually produced a saint known as Saint Francis Borgia, which is really interesting in my opinion, how God turns a bloodline that is filled with scandals buying the papacy, poisoning others, and he used this bloodline to produce a saint.
It really shows that for us, we should not judge people based on their past, but we should look at their future and what good things can happen from bad. Because from the bloodline that caused so much hurt in the Catholic Church, someone later on became a saint and helped the Catholic Church.
Hope you guys enjoy watching today's video about the story of the most scandalous pope in the Catholic Church. If you did enjoy watching today's video, please leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe. Bye bye.